Welcome to a match of Starcraft 2, played by people that are way better than me. The map is Romanticide, landing in the upper left with the blue SCVs. It is Maru. And landing in the bottom right in red, his opponent, it is Bunny. Opponent and teammate, I should say, they are both on Team NV currently. So, should be an interesting match, even with that detail. They may know each other, they know each other's builds, but maybe that gives some room for manipulation, for deceit and trickery. Not yet, it looks like, though. Both Terrans here are opening up not just standard, but identical double gas barracks at the top. Nobody's trying out any sort of hidden proxies or super hyper aggression. It's definitely not looking like somebody is going to die very quickly here. Scouting SCVs meet, high five as they pass each other. At the exact same second, they met in the dead center of the map. The timings. It's crazy to watch. Maru's barracks is placed preemptively to allow for that add-on there to block the wall, whereas Bunny was able to put his directly in the wall. One discrepancy that I'm pointing out because there's just simply not much else to talk about here. SCV's returning home. Maru just a little bit quicker. He paid that extra $1 for speed boost on his SCV, of course. Factory Reaper for both players. Double Reaper, looks like, yeah, 2 Reapers, and both players just staying at home. So, playing it safe, defensive. Expansions should be coming up. There we go. How are you today? It's a TvT. It's a standard, identical TvT at this point. Now, reactors for the barracks, Hellion coming up. Reapers were made simply to try and stave off Reapers of the opponent. Both players keeping them at home. You can tell for that purpose, nobody wanted to get damage done. The Hellions come out to thoroughly shut down any Reaper play. Widowmine coming up behind this for Maru, but not Bunny. Bunny opting instead to get the tech lab for his factory much quicker. So, first big discrepancy here. Cyclone on the way. Could have gone for Cyclone, could have gone for Siege Tank. I agree with the Cyclone though. When you think about it, it's a much more defensive play, much safer. You're especially good against something like a Cloak Banshee opener or drop play if you can catch it. Marine production kicking in now for both players, and Raven is building for Maru, whereas the medevac for Bunny. So starting to split off, you see, the builds. Maru's going to have that Raven out earlier, going to have more energy, be able to throw down some auto turrets, interference matrix. Let's follow these units for a minute. Whereas Bunny, with the medevac, he will either be able to take a better fight with his bio for the healing's sake, or open up the potential for drop play, which could be very exciting. Just about any action at this moment would be very exciting. 4 minutes now. It is going to be a drop, 6 Marine drop. Quite deadly this early on. They could get quite a few workers. Raven, Marine, Hellion. Hellion sitting on top of the Widowmine there. Reaper runs forward, causing the Widowmine to splash damage onto the Marines. Excellent play from Bunny. Cyclone here to defend the natural. Meanwhile, drop coming into the main. 6 Marines ready to go. Cyclone's trying to hold the army at the front. Marines stopping all mining in the back here. 2 SCVs have lost their lives. Might get the depot? No depot. Does get another SCV though. Cyclones poking away at the front, picking off some Marines. Rockets to the face. Those poor Marines. Gotta be careful. Don't lose a Raven to these drops. Maru dangerously close to losing a Raven, and that would be a very nice trade for Bunny to pick up. 3rd CC for both players did go down during that battle, and behind it, it looks like we're just teching up. Siege tanks, Raven, or Bunny, Vikings being made for Maru. 3rd CC, of course, just about done. Repairs being made. We punched each other thoroughly, and now we're walking back home to metaphorically lick our wounds. Couple Ravens. The medevac. Maru does not have a medevac, and I feel like that decision actually has already paid off pretty well for Bunny. He got 3 workers from the drop. Not terrible damage by any means. Forces a few extra SCVs for Maru, but it forced a split of his attention. Really? There we go. Okay. There we go. Bunny landing the 3rd CC much earlier than Maru's here. Much. I say much earlier. It was, what, 10 seconds? Thanks, Maru. Just make me look bad like that. Bunny moving out. Have to keep an eye on that. Cyclones chipping away at that command center. What's this? 3 tanks, 2 Vikings, 2 Ravens, Noah's Ark build, 2 Cyclones. There's 2 Cyclones, 2 Ravens, 2 Vikings. Only 1 medevac though. She has no friends. Very sorry. How's the setup here? Maru's already got tanks in position. Interference matrix though. But Maru with the very quick unsiege. Before that interference goes out, he's able to save 1 of the tanks. Bunny setting up shop. 3 tanks is more than 2. Especially when the 2 are interference matrixed. Matricized. They're shut down. That's what we're gonna say. Siege tanks now set up a contain. Great move for Bunny. Able to deny the 3rd mining here. Meanwhile, he's got his 3rd fully established back home, taking a 4th even. I like it. When you're ahead, get more ahead. That's the phrase, that's the saying. Maru floating his 3rd just over to the 4th position, and I totally can agree and understand with that. Ooh, drop coming into the main again for Bunny, making great use of this medevac. That's the same medevac, I think. Not anymore. Vikings going to clean this up, but not before 12 SCVs are killed off. Major economic damage done to Maru. Meanwhile, more strength added to the contain. Another set of drops getting ready here for Bunny. He is applying pressure. Bunny is not a threat to be counted out in this match. 1-1 finishing up for his bio units. There's not really any here. Interference matrix along all of the tanks. They are going to die. Vikings sauntering their way back home, but the drop, the tank run by, everything comes in. Maru's newly placed 3rd is in peril. Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? No. Maru saves the command center, but can he save his main base? Viking auto turret run by. 5 more SCVs go down, denying mining, denying production. Scan there, nothing to worry about though. Vikings going to pick off both Ravens, so Maru. He defended. He's behind in some workers. He definitely took some damage in there, but I don't think it was crippling because he saved most of the core parts. The 3rd command center did not die. Very important. He did not lose any major production or the command center in the main, but he lost quite a few workers. Bunny is definitely in a winning position. He's got the 4th online, starting to fill it with workers. He's up in both supplies, you can see at the bottom. Can Maru make something happen here, though? A lot of Vikings, a lot of Marines. Set up shop. What a battle to be zoomed out for. This is good. Command center is lifted, but the Vikings able to pick away at that. Meanwhile, Bunny getting some counter damage done in Maru's main. Marines pick off the Liberator. Siege tanks shelling away at more SCVs. 15, 18, and counting SCVs have gone down. Bunny also cleaning up Maru's attack here. He pulled the boys. GG is called. Bunny with a fearsome TvT battle here. It usually feels like Maru is the favored or the fan favorite for pretty much whatever match he's in, but Bunny not a threat to discount just yet. TvT especially. Things can flip very quickly. He set up a great contain at Maru's 3rd, denied mining, forced him to go to a different location for part of the game, was able to get economically ahead and capitalize on that. The drop play, the harassment, was a spectacular decision, executed well. A very well-earned GG to Bunny. If you enjoyed the game, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I hope that you have a great day.